Hello, and welcome to When Movies Met Movies, the podcast where we look at a past year in film to further understand the present. I'm Dean,
I'm Matthew.
And I'm Jack.
and today, perhaps one of our most anticipated episodes ever, we are discussing two films by the iconic director Andrew Stanton. And in 2012, he was very, very hard at work trying to salvage John Carter. And in the beginning of this year, he released In the Blink of an Eye. And these are the two films which we will be discussing on today's podcast.
I wrote down two Andrew Stanton classics, and Dean was desperately trying to think of another thing to say on the spot.
I did not want to have those words in my mouth. Classics. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. How are y'all's weeks?
Mine was pretty good. I've been doing a lot of finals. I'm finally at a point where I'm moving on from this chapter of my life, work-wise, so it's exciting. I've
Nice.
seen some cool stuff, and I'm going to just talk about a few things here. And the first thing I have to talk about is Euphoria Season 3 episode. It's been a while. Episode 3 to now 6. Episode
Wow.
1 and 2 were a little slow, but episodes 3 and 4, while not perfect, it brought a little bit of that entertainment. Well, a lot of entertainment and a little bit of that magic. I really enjoyed episodes 3 and 4 of the season. Episode 5 was a little shaky, I'll have to admit, but I was still entertained. And I said a month or two ago, if Euphoria Season 3 was bad, that I'd be the first one to say it. And I will say for episode 6, it was terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no.
It was...
Oh, God.
Okay, let me say this. They didn't ruin anything per se, but, well, they kind of with one scene. But nothing happened the whole episode. The pacing was so off. So many scenes with no score. Hans Zimmer is disappointing me. I don't know what happened with the Labyrinth and the Hans Zimmer debacle, but it was inexcusable. But I will say this, Zendaya, even in this episode, best thing she's ever done is this show. She's just another
Wow.
level.
Nice.
Everything else, she's great, but this show, I only see the character. And even after this terrible episode, I can officially seal the deal and say that Zendaya's Rue Bennett, the icon, the legend, the moment from Euphoria, I will officially say is now my favorite character of all time.
Oh, wow.
I will say
Wow.
that, and I haven't even started drinking yet. This is sober. This is sober. Okay?
Oh, boy. Wow.
So, we have 2 episodes left. Both are feature length, 90 minutes each, thank God. But, I wanted to be at a place where that would be amazing. And now I'm at a place where I'm like, it's needed and it better fucking deliver. So, let's see.
Well, at least it's not The Boys Season 5.
Oh, God.
Well, this episode might have been as bad as what I've seen from The Boys, but the rest is far better. I will say that. Confirmed. Don't even need to watch The Boys. I haven't seen the show, but I've watched clips of The Boys and Gen V. I can't believe what they've been doing to the Gen V characters. It's so sad. If I watched the whole show, I'd be livid. Let me just say that. But I did finally finish. It's been months. Alan Wake 2.
Whoa.
And
Wow.
listen, the first Alan Wake, I actually didn't love. I thought the acting, it was minimal, so I can't blame it too much, but it was stilted. Gameplay was repetitive. I liked Control a lot. This game, Alan Wake 2, is a treat. And honestly, you could just watch, if you want, like a 10-minute video of the first Alan Wake, and you can just jump straight in my opinion. It is getting a 9 out of 10 for me. Amazing performances. Mind-bending twists. The vibe is perfect. What a turnaround. Loved it. And the final thing I have to say is I am a fan of Billie Eilish, and I decided to watch the new film, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour.
Oh, God.
Yep. I watched the first documentary, and I was like, "This is okay. This is pretty good." A bit aimless, but the footage was cool to see. Felt like I got to know her a little more. But I was like, I'm excited to see this hit me hard and soft 3D. Let's see how it is. Guys, this was incredible. If you ever have the chance, still, probably not by the time this releases, to see in any type of 3D, Billie Eilish hit me hard and soft. You owe it to yourself. I cried 5 times. It was perfect. James Cameron, stop making Avatar films. I beg you. Please. Never make an Avatar film again because you see what you can do. This film, even though it was a concert film, it was more than a concert film, okay? It had a narrative, it had almost like twists in a weird way. It had third act structure, emotional beats through the music, through the behind the scenes, just everything. James Cameron, I forgive you for Avatar, even if it still sucks, because you gave me a 10 out of 10 film of the year. Billie Eilish hit me hard and soft. And man, it felt like I was there. But even if I saw it in 2D, I think not as incredible, but I think it's still a great film to check out, even at home. So,
Hmm,
huge recommend. You gotta see it to believe it.
nice.
Billie motherfucking Eilish.
I guess I'll go next. Not really a busy month in terms of movies for me, but I've been watching a lot of things. First of all, Mall Shadow Lord ended, and wow, Lucasfilm Animation is on top of their game. It looks amazing, voice acting is great, and the choreography is fantastic, especially in the finale. I'm pretty sure most of you've probably heard of what happens in the finale, but just in case I won't spoil it, but it was straight out of a horror movie, man. It was like Halloween combined with Friday the 13th, and
Hmm.
you just have to see that episode to believe it. But yeah, another slam dunk by Lucasfilm Animation. They deserve all the props. Seems like they're the only ones that can do a high budget show well, because Invincible. But anyways,
Oof, oof, oof,
yeah, I also
oof.
watched the Miami Grand Prix finally after a month of no racing. Oh, because of all the stuff that's happening in the Middle East. We're back racing.
Mhm.
Mercedes seems to be falling off a bit, but that's because they don't really have any upgrades spring. They'll probably be back this week in Canada, but McLaren finally has their first win, quote unquote, because it's a sprint win, but still very promising after a terrible start to the season with 3 did not starts.
Mm,
But yeah, Kimi Antonelli is just dunking on George Russell right now, so that's
wow.
unfortunate for him.
Damn.
How's Cadillac doing? The Americans.
Lost as always.
Good.
Hey, they're new. They can't really do much.
What a shame.
At least they're competitive with Aston Martin, who is even more in the gutter right now because Adrian Newey, their team principal, is apparently in the hospital. So
Oof.
Oh,
yeah,
Get
oof.
well soon, Adrian.
hopefully he gets well. But
Yeah.
anyways, I also played and finished through Resident Evil 3, and
Ooh.
remind me of a certain trailer that came out recently, but anyways, but yeah, this is not the remake, the horrible remake that basically ruins everything from this game, but this is the original Resident Evil 3, and wow, it is fantastic experience. You basically fight through a city full of zombies, and it just like makes you feel like you're in a George Romero-esque
Hmm.
scenario where you're just stuck in this large horde of zombies and you got to fight your way through while being chased by this huge monster called Nemesis,
Wow.
and you just feel the tension through and through in this entire game. I think it's probably my second favorite Resident Evil after Resident Evil 1, and it might be tied honestly, and yeah, definitely a game that I recommend you guys playing. The original, not the remake. Do not play the remake. It is a terrible interpretation.
I played the remake and I was like, it wasn't horrible or anything, but I was like, it was okay. So
Yeah, but
I
as a
was
remake, it
making
is
sure.
awful, dude. They make Carlos into a Gary Stew. They make Jill into this like a flat character, and then they make Nemesis into like a quick time event monster. So yeah, I'm not talking about the remake. This is the original, and the original is a fantastic game that you should try playing. It recently got released on PlayStation, I think. So yeah, give it a
Hmm.
try. And the last thing I watched is or partially watched is the 24 Hours in Nuremberg because Max Verstappen was competing, and the first 2 hours were pretty intense. Lots of crashes because there's like a light bit of rain, so not enough for wets, but barely dry enough for slicks. So a lot of people that were competitive crashed off.
Mm.
Not Max, of course, because he is a god of a racing driver. But unfortunately for him, around I think it was like 6, 7, or 8 a.m. in the morning, they had a drive shaft failure.
Oh no.
They were running 30 seconds ahead of the competition, thanks to Max. And then their drive shaft just broke right after he got out of the car. So, yeah, he unfortunately did not win this race. Very
What a
sad
shame.
for his rookie debut, but
Very sad.
yeah. Hopefully he wins next year because he definitely had the pace. It's just the car failed him.
And this is in Nuremberg? Nuremberg?
Yeah, Nuremberg, the
Oh,
Nuremberg
interesting.
Ring. Some call it the Green Hell. It's where Niki Lauda crashed. Dean, if you want to talk about what you've been up to.
I have, like y'all, been pretty busy with finals, but I have seen 3 films, all of which I thought were quite good. The first was just a splendid little indie baseball movie called Ephus. I saw it on Mubi before I canceled my subscription. I figured I might as well see one more thing on Mubi.
Oh god.
But it is very good. It just kind of follows the final baseball game being played on this little neighborhood stadium before it's demolished and gone forever. And it's just kind of like an ode to the pointlessness of baseball, where it's definitely an ensemble film where you have these very oddball characters who all get their time to shine.
Some people are gonna riot. The pointlessness of baseball.
I stand by
We
my
are
statement.
offending sports fans, baseball fans everywhere right now.
Yes. But that's the beauty of it. There's so much unnecessary stuff that happens that are very boring, I must say.
You're making this sound like another movie we're gonna be talking about, just
Oh
so you know.
god.
Just clarify,
Oh
in a good
no.
way?
In a good way, in the best of ways, unlike certain other movies. But the second movie I watched was actually a rewatch. It was Y Tu Mama Tambien, Alfonso Cuarón's
Mm.
road trip
Ooh.
masterpiece, which I started watching on my birthday with some friends, but then we got too drunk. So unfortunately, we were not able to finish it. But
Oh my god.
we
Oh
resumed.
god.
Hey, it's hard following the subtitles and everything. It's a very dialogue driven movie. Have y'all seen it?
Fair, I haven't seen it. I need to.
Oh my god. You gotta watch it.
Don't spoil it.
Such
No spoilers. It's actually on my watch list. So
yes. I will not even say what movie stole from it, but it will be obvious once you watch it. And then the third movie I watched was Four Lions, which is this very hilarious, very outrageous British comedy about some wannabe jihadists who try to commit terrorist attacks with unexpected results, which I'm not doing it justice, but it is definitely worth a watch, especially for Riz Ahmed, potential next James Bond. You never know.
oh. Yeah.
You never know.
Hamnet. No, Hamlet. I said the wrong thing. Hamlet,
Yeah. I'm
both
manifesting
with
it.
Joe Alwyn.
But yeah, that is what I've been up to. I am also planning to see Riz Ahmed's Amazon series Bait, in which he tries to get cast as James Bond.
I need to watch that. It has the mom from Hamlet.
Oh.
I don't know why. In both films, I think. Like, the film Hamlet and the show, she plays his mom. Same
Oh.
actress. So,
It's very
she was
topical.
great. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see who's Bond. We'll see who is
Yeah.
Bond.
Hmm. Tom Holland is a British man of a
Hmm.
certain age.
Well, no.
No
Well,
thanks. Let's head straight toward the past with John Carter, the first live action effort by Andrew Stanton before he was put into TV jail, released in 2012. One of the most expensive movies ever made, somehow. Initially, this movie was going to be made at Paramount by Jon Favreau before he moved on to Iron Man, which might have been a good thing for him. But yeah, this was directed by Stanton, who is hot off his success from Wall-E, and Walt Disney was like, "Hey, do whatever you want because you've been doing well with animated movies." Yeah, this was in development hell for a long time, which added to the budget. It was supposed to be a trilogy, and well, we
Oof.
see how that ended up. This took a long time when the first draft was in 2008. Anyways, I guess a bit of background on John Carter. This was written by a person that appeared in the film. This was based on the series of novels by Edgar Rice Burroughs, who was
Mhm.
portrayed by the Spy Kids kid.
It was the Spy Kids kid?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I thought that and I never looked it up. I literally was like, "Wait, is that what?" Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Based on A Princess of Mars. First book in the series of Barsoom. And in the book, it's also from the perspective of Edgar Rice Burroughs, as if he was the nephew of John Carter. Bit of spoiler, I suppose, but before I spoil any further, Dean, do you want to head straight into your thoughts about this movie?
I do. I will try to keep them short, unlike this movie, just not to bore everyone. Um, but as usual, I'll start with the positives. And this movie, it's got some really beautiful desert settings. I love a
Mm-hmm.
good desert movie, like a good Lawrence of Arabia or Jerry with Matt Damon.
Shot by Dan Mindel, who's done a lot of good work, I'd say, even in bad movies.
Oh, I would say even though Star Trek, the J.J. Abrams one, has a bunch of lens flares, it was all right. The Force Awakens is another great desert
Yeah.
film.
Mhm. Some nice sand, some beautiful sand.
The sand is amazing in this movie. It's some of the best sand I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It is. It's the sand, the beautiful sand. It contrasts so well with the water when they go to that one place.
Yeah.
And so, hats off to them for taking advantage of an amazing setting, the desert, which is, granted, very hard to fuck up, but to their credit, they did not fuck it up. And also, I liked the Michael Giacchino score. He's a great
Mm-hmm.
composer, and his very epic, very towering orchestral compositions really make everything seem a lot more epic than it actually is. Thus concludes the positives of this movie. Um, and the rest is just kind of a whole bunch of crap. John Carter is not a person I really cared about at any point in time. And he's granted these amazing superhero powers, which to me just kind of felt a little ridiculous and underexplored, even though there's a pretty nice scene where he's just kind of flailing around in the sand trying to figure out how gravity works on the planet of Barsoom. But I feel like the CGI here was fine, but it just kind of descended into a whole bunch of bland beige drivel, which did the story or lack thereof no favors. And yeah, I just kind of walked away from this movie having learned nothing or having not experienced any sort of sense of wonder. It just kind of made me want to walk out into the desert and spend a lot of time there away from movies like this. So yeah.
What's your final rating?
I am gonna give it 4 out of 10 for the desert.
Oh, that's surprisingly
See?
high.
I'm surprised too.
Not too bad.
I'll go next. Yeah, I think Dean pretty much has the same thoughts as I have. I think adding on to like the desert shots, I really like how the blue sky contrasts against the red sandy desert. And the skin tones also like really contrast well against the blue backgrounds, like the night sky and the day sky. And that's something that Dan Mindel does better than like some other cinematographers, is like the contrast between colors. And I think the first 10 minutes, besides the opening fight scene, there's like a lot of intrigue there that I really like. It was just like back and forth of seeing like what exactly was going on with John Carter and why did he suddenly die, quote unquote. I really like that setup. But then once he got to Mars, all that tension kind of disappeared. Obviously, like he's on like a low gravity planet, so he's able to do a bunch of random superhero shit. But the thing is, like, there's no tension there. There's no sense of danger because he's overpowered, and the danger that is there feels artificial because like at one moment he can like pull like a giant rock and then the next moment he can pull this giant rock on like a chain, so like tension wise it feels artificial, and that's why this movie's like bunch of bleh. I do have to say I do like the costume work in this movie too. It feels very pulpy, like straight out of the like 1930s sensibilities. There's equity in the horniness of the costume design, I must say. Like everyone had their skin exposed. It's not just the woman. I did like how the red Martians were like a bit red, not just the white skin tone of John Carter. They were a bit red, so you could tell that they were Martians compared to John Carter. I did like that. The alien design, obviously, it's 2012 CGI. It's post Avatar, so like I guess it's not that excusable, but still, I thought Willem Dafoe's performance did translate well into that creature. I do like the design of the creature. I
It's a
do
bit
like
dark.
the designs in general of the movies. Maybe not like the results of the CGI, but like I think the designs of the movie were pretty cool, I must say. But the script is just so bland that just makes you want to leave Mars. It's to stay like John Carter. That's why I'm giving this a 4 out of 10 as well.
Wow. I'm surprised. You didn't really mention it as far as I could tell. So just I think you should go into briefly your history with Andrew Stanton and John
Yeah.
Carter. Why we're doing this episode.
First of all, like Andrew Stanton probably is one of my most watched directors because I watched Finding Nemo so many times as a kid. I think that's my most watched Pixar movie, honestly. And Wall-E
Hmm.
obviously is also one of my favorite movies of all time. I think Finding Nemo is like not my favorite, but it's just like something that I went back to as a kid a lot. All credit to him. It is a great movie, but not as good as Wall-E, I'd say. Like, still, fantastic movie. And then John Carter, I watched this on a Disney cruise
Oh
when I was
God.
like super jet lagged. So I walked into the theater, I watched like the first 5 minutes, I fell asleep because I was super jet lagged.
Was it because of the jet lag?
Yeah, it was jet lag. Like, dude, I was sleeping at like
Oh.
1 p.m. on the cruise. It is 100% the jet lag. But yeah, like whenever I could wake up, the visuals did look fantastic. And I must say, they did look fantastic. They were like
Oh,
awe inspiring. I wouldn't say like fantastic in terms of CGI, but like the landscapes were, like Dean said, great.
I
okay,
love a
yeah.
good landscape. Yeah.
Yeah, the creature designs were good, even though like the CGI work on them was not. Like it still like had like a interesting design world is what I liked about this movie, and that's all I really liked about the movie. As well as the score, like Dean said, the score
Yeah.
was really good. It had this like Arabian sensibility, and I think it makes sense for the world because like it probably had like a similar tonality in terms of their culture because they probably like designed their tools in the same way. I mean, they had red Martians have like 5 fingers, so like they probably had similar I'm getting off track, but, like, his score was good for the landscape. It wall to wall, it was, like, John Williams-esque, maybe not on that level, but still great music, but awful script. I'll get into my more thoughts later. 4 out of 10.
Okay, I'm gonna be the final verdict here and confirm. Yes, I'm bringing us home to Barsoom. But it's not Mars. It's Barzoom with the city of Sardanga. Okay?
Sardanga.
And helium. Death to Helium, 2012. And we'll talk about this because I don't know if y'all picked up on it. You probably did. And I don't care what the original adaptation, I don't care what the exact order was in the past. But for me, in terms of this film, is Dune from Timu. Okay? This is Dune from Timu. And
Yeah.
I can get into why. I have specifics, not just generic, who cares about being able to ride a sandworm as the Messiah? John Carter can fucking jump. He can jump. Virginia can
Virginia.
jump. I will agree, my one positive is that when it wasn't CGI, the landscape, especially in Arizona, nice. It should look nice for the budget of this film. I don't understand why that wasn't more prevalent throughout, but again, like when you get to the water with the desert, it looked nice, I
Mhm.
don't know if I was awe-inspired, but it didn't look like shit, so that's a good thing.
Mhm.
The score wasn't bad. It didn't really stand out to me as much because it was a bit generic, but it
Generic?
was good. It was generic in
Eh,
terms of it felt like any adventure score.
Mm.
It was good, but
I
it felt
guess.
like that generic adventure score. There wasn't anything unique about it, but it was good. The orchestra was orchestrating. That
Yeah.
was not a
Yeah.
word. Let me re-say that. I've had 2 shots 30 minutes ago. The orchestra was firing. They were playing. Unlike Hans Zimmer in Euphoria, there was score. So props to this movie for that.
Yeah.
The romance was terrible. I don't know why we were
Yeah.
supposed to root for a Virginia Confederate, not soldier, a
Yeah.
Confederate general.
Mhm.
Captain.
Captain, even worse.
He chose this
What do you mean
life.
general's worse?
It's bad. He's a captain. What the fuck are we defending here? This is not like lowest of the low. He had no choice. He was a Confederate
Mhm.
captain, and we're gonna just brush over the rest because he's John Carter
Yeah.
of Barsoom.
They didn't even give him a whole redemption arc or anything. That's the way he is. Gotta deal with
Yeah.
it.
Zodenga out of 10. Um, Dune from Timu. No, in reality, 2.5 out of 10 for me.
That's
Terrible,
fair. Fair
terrible,
enough.
terrible movie. Watch Dune or
Yeah.
watch another Disney film,
Watch The
please.
Phantom Menace. Even yeah.
Pod racing is better than anything in this movie. And there's also Duel of the Fates, so with
Mhm.
Maul, Shadow Lord.
I need to check it out. You've
Uh,
convinced me.
It
Okay.
is great.
mhm. At least Jar Jar Binks has a personality.
The man thought he was John Wick. Beans.
Oh
The first
god.
item is beans.
John Carter.
Put some respect on that name. Virginia.
Was there any way this movie could have been salvaged? I honestly don't know, given the
No.
source material of
Yeah.
this. He's irredeemable. He's a
You could have made
Confederate.
a good
It's
movie. You could have
it's
explored,
true.
you could have made it he's a Confederate soldier who didn't wanna be there, and then they explore his trauma, and that would have been better, instead of just it's fine.
It's fine. He's a man without a
He's
cause.
also misogynist. He's not just a Confederate
Yeah.
soldier. He's a
Oh my
misogynist
god.
who shames we're getting the spoilers now. You
Yeah.
shouldn't care. Look it up on Wikipedia. I'm too exhausted to go over a recap like last time for this fucking
Yeah.
movie. Get back to us right here, right now.
Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
good? You read
Mhm.
Wikipedia? Okay, let's continue. He's a misogynist who literally shames this woman from leaving a marriage that she doesn't want to be a part of.
Mhm.
And that just to go to, no, don't marry him because they kiss out of nowhere.
Ugh.
Mr. Gambit
And
from X-Men Origins is a misogynist in this movie.
And it's
Honestly,
really
I gotta say, at least his acting is good for
what?
what it for what it is. For
He
what it is, like
No.
it reminded me of James Franco.
I just, like, kinda thought he was like a wet lump of cardboard. Maybe it's the way he was written, but I just
No, the writing is like like, I think he was charming enough. It's just the
and
script didn't give him much, I'd say.
I was not charmed. Even though he was shirtless for, like, the entire movie, he was not an object of
Why wasn't
attraction.
Bryan Cranston John Carter of Mars? That at
Yeah.
least would have kept my attention more. And, he acts crazy. They just lean
Mhm.
into it. Like, he's not a hero. Fuck it. Do Messiah from Team over here. He's not a
No.
hero.
Does he at least come back?
No, he's dead, dude.
Oh,
Bryan
what a
Cranston's
shame.
dead.
What a
He gets
shame.
sent back to Earth.
Not in real life, in the movie,
Yeah, in the
to
movie.
clarify.
Yes. John Carter gets sent back to Earth by Mark Strong.
The male Bene Gesserit. Literally, is it not?
And yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
literally the same, but it made no sense. At least in Dune, it kinda made sense. This, it was like, "What?" Like, "Huh?" Like, he was like, "This is how we, like, maintain
yeah.
control." And it's like, "Why? You're
And
giving it to
yeah,
some dude who you didn't team up with until the beginning of the movie. Like, why?"
Well, I mean, this is like the first basically sci-fi epic, so like everything is descended from this.
I see.
Dune is like a critique on this type of movie,
Mhm.
or not movie for
I feel like the social material, like, if you look into this man's history, he's like a eugenicist, a white supremacist, all
yeah,
that. You can kinda see it. He kills what, like, hundreds? He kills hundreds of the Tharks or whatever
yeah,
single-handedly as if they're, like, inferior,
hmm,
backwards people.
But they still support him. That's all that matters.
yeah. That's why Dune is like a critique on this. This is like a white savior that comes out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and then like he saves the whole
Mhm.
planet. Dune is
Yeah.
basically like a critique on like Buck Rogers and John Carter and stuff like that because it twists that white savior trope on its head. And instead of making Paul Atreides the hero, he's sort of the villain of this or the
Yeah.
universe. I think
Mhm.
it's more explored in Messiah. I won't
Yeah.
spoil it, but yeah, he does some messed up shit, I'd say.
But the Bene Gesserit thing, I feel like is too close to home.
Yeah.
And like it is
Mhm.
from the book. Like that's what Frank Herbert was criticizing was like those controlling forces and
Huh.
how those controlling forces influence people to do evil and then yeah,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like Dune is a critique of this. That's a fact. This is like the first sci-fi epic. And I think that's the problem with the movie is that like it's trying to portray this world as sincere as it was in the 1930s, which doesn't really work
Mhm.
in 2012 and especially in
Mhm.
26.
I think my problem is, like Dune, you have all the pieces here, right? But it doesn't critique like you said. But because they're the same pieces, the audience, at least for me, I'm like, there are things to critique, but the film doesn't think there are things to critique.
Yeah.
That's what was weird to
Yeah.
me. You have the species who are treated as inferior, but the film is acting like it's fine.
Yeah.
You have the main protagonist be a Confederate captain for some
Mhm.
fucking reason. Why?
And a misogynist.
But the film acts like it's fine. A Disney film, okay?
Yippee.
That is played on Disney cruise
Oh my
ships.
god.
Yeah.
How you saw it as a kid,
Yeah.
Matthew.
Uh,
It's like, what? Like, it's not rated R, but, like, hello?
mhm. It's so baffling. It's like trying to remake Birth of a Nation or something. It seemed like it was such a bad idea from the get-go. I don't know. Maybe one day there will be a good John Carter adaptation. Who knows?
No, we have it. It's called Dune 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Denis Villeneuve. That's the John
Yeah.
Carter adaptation.
Star
We
Wars.
have it.
Yeah.
Star Wars is more Buck Rogers than John Carter. But I think like as a genuine look as like a person with magical powers, like Star Wars is like much better. I mean, obviously Star Wars is great, but like the problem with John Carter is it's too sincere in its adaptation and something from the 1930s, which is I think in terms of design, it's faithful in a good way, but in terms of the story, we don't need this type of story anymore, and like it's
Yeah.
pointless when there's so many.
Oh my god.
Didn't need to be $263.7 million of a movie in 2012 when there's so much better material to adopt or to look at.
Mhm.
Willem Dafoe. Did he really want to speak another language for 2
And he probably
hours?
would if he was asked to.
True.
He's a Willem Dafoe, and he's like the only good performance in the movie. And I guess
Yeah.
Cranston's barely in the movie, so yeah, Willem Dafoe is he actually feels like a foreign creature instead of like
Mhm.
British.
Mark Strong is just he's this generic bald villain man.
Benny Gesserit.
Yes.
She's just playing Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Why is Mark Strong always bald?
What do you mean? He's bald.
Every movie I've seen. No, I know, but they never put a wig
I
on him.
wanna see him with the thick head of hair.
Ever.
That would be fun for me.
Well, we might see him in a better film, depending on your point of view later
We
this
shall
year,
see.
but we shall see.
You know, props to Disney though for playing on a Disney cruise ship, a movie where they say Zodanga, where the where the men are as limited as the menu and the women are as hard as the beds. A Disney film.
Zodanga. Oh, man.
Helium.
I think the worst scene for me, it might have been the scene where all those alien babies were, like, crawling over him, and it just made me question my life decisions a little bit because it was so Jar Jar Binksy, but
Why,
in a bad way.
Dean? I blanked it out of my memory.
I am so
I
sorry.
successfully got it out of my head.
I regret to inform you, this movie will never leave your head. It will remain within you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Dude, I got so angry with this movie, I took a pillow, like a small pillow, and I kept banging it
Mhm.
around every minute in the movie at a certain point.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it worth punching? I feel like it's not even worth doing that. It's just like boring.
That's exact I was like, "Why the fuck am I watching this?" The most generic movie ever made, The Dune from Temu. I'm like, "Why is this my life
Yeah.
now?"
I will say, I honestly do think it deserves the level of infamy, the John Carter-ness of it all, the essence.
Do we want to talk about the ending before we wrap it up?
Yes. So, we will recap this part, or I'll
Yeah.
try to, I don't even fucking understand it. So they have the
Yeah.
wedding,
Yeah.
all that. He throws the medallion away. I don't know why the fuck you do that. Like, you're in control of it. What, like, hello?
The power of love.
Just to be stupid, just so we can have this, right?
Yes.
Of Mark Strong shows back up, and he sends him back to Earth, and he's stuck to recap the beginning. Although I don't understand why the beginning needed to be in here, like, why any of this.
Because it's set up for the sequel.
God.
That-
Okay, great. That's what everyone wanted to see. So he's trying to find it and finds the medallion and he goes back. But that's not what happened, actually. What actually happened is he didn't find the medallion and he took poison to make it seem like he was dead so that the person would come to his body to try to kill him, right? And he'd grab the medallion and then head back to Bazoom. Why they were after him, though, if he didn't actually get the amulet, makes no sense to
Because
me.
they thought he had the amulet. That's the thing.
Why? Why'd they think he had the amulet? Did they not keep track of the amulet when they have all of it?
Yeah, aren't they, like, omniscient?
Because he never found it.
If they were omniscient, then like John Carter wouldn't have been able to kill that random guy in a cave. So like they're not that
That's
smart.
Yeah,
true.
exactly. That made no sense too. I'm like, they're these all-powerful people and they lose this amulet, this all-powerful.
All powerful doesn't mean all smart.
It does, except that they use it for Earth and back. But we don't explore anything they're doing on Earth.
Why did he need to fake his own death? What?
Well, to get them to come after him, but why would they come after him?
Because they thought he had the amulet.
Why? Why'd they think he had
Because
the
he
amulet?
made like a big deal about having the amulet, so like they would come after him. It's It's 1930s logic.
Why didn't they kill his body on Mars? Do you get endless copies? Is that how it works? Like, I don't understand.
Ay, ay, ay.
Like, you get endless copies on Mars, but you don't get endless copies on
Well, because
Earth.
the original is on Earth, so if the original dies, then the copies die.
But also the body survived laying still in a cave until the other person, which why was the other person still there? So, like, Bryan Cranston's character turned into a
He's
skull.
dying. He couldn't, like, move. Like, John Carter had to carry him there.
No one found him
No!
in that amount of time.
Because it was Apache land, and Apaches don't wanna, like, go into the cave, so, like, no one would go into the cave. Like, there's no reason for them to go in the cave. There's a lot of stuff to question, but that was pretty clear cut.
I was confused.
Holy land that no one gets to enter, so
Whatever.
anyway, I think we're wasting so much time on, like, such a mediocre movie. I'm disappointed in you, Andrew Stanton.
I apologize to Andrew Stanton. Yes, very
Why?
disappointed.
Why are you
Yeah, why are you
apologizing?
apologizing? He made that, like, it's not like in a blink of an eye where he was.
Matthew doesn't even like it. He was the one who was like, "We need to do John Carter."
Yeah, I love the discussion we have, but, like, this is not a good movie.
Ay.
2.5 out of 10. Terrible.
I expected better.
Yeah, from Andrew Stanton, he should stick to animation. White Apes? Oh god. Reminded me of Resident Evil 4, honestly. There's this, like, one
Oh my
sequence where, like,
god.
you fight 2 giants in this arena, and then you get to swing around on, like, a
Ah.
oh my god, that sequence is so fun. You lead them into, like, a trap, a pit of lava, basically, and then but yeah, I do love the
Nice.
aliens in this movie, though. Their tusks.
It reminded me of that one Dwayne Johnson video game adaptation.
Oh, Rampage? Oh god.
A better movie, probably.
Yeah.
God damn, every time I go to the bathroom, we make the best content.
We only recorded half of it. We were having this discussion about the green aliens. I do like the design of the
Yes.
aliens and the culture. It's very weird with, like, there are no parents. They're just all part of a
Yeah.
mass that you have to, like, steal for yourself. Except for Willem Dafoe's daughter, because, like, he's the only one with humanity for some reason, because he's Willem Dafoe. It's so weird. Weird culture, but I do like that weirdness. It's just the story itself is not. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yes.
moving on to In a Blink of an Eye, Andrew Stanton's 2026 film, his first movie since John Carter, actually. Not his first directorial effort since John Carter, because he's done a lot of TV, a lot of good TV, I might add. He did some episodes of Better Call Saul. He did one of the best episodes of Legion, like
Oh.
one of the most unique episodes of Legion, I must say. And in comes his first feature directorial effort since 2012, based on the script by Colby Day, and shot in Vancouver with music by the famed Thomas Newman, who he's worked with before on Finding Nemo and Wall-E. And oh, I forgot, he also did Finding Dory in between.
You had to get that paycheck.
So this was the dream team for Andrew
Yeah.
Stanton. Like, you can't get better than that.
Well, I don't know about the rest of his crew. I think it's just Thomas Newman that came back. But yeah, this movie premiered at Sundance 2026, and well, I think I'll start off with my thoughts on this movie. This movie is split into 3 parts. I thought the part with the Neanderthals was a pretty good nature documentary, I must say. Like, a 6 out of 10 nature documentary.
Play it on the museum IMAXs.
Honestly, like, the landscapes are pretty good, I must say. I think that's what he does well.
Yeah.
He just knows when to pull back,
Yeah.
like in Wall-E, in John Carter, in Blink of an Eye. He knows how to direct landscape shots, lead his cinematographer into the right direction of, like, how to light the scene and stuff like that. But, like, he knows how to make a good landscape. That's what he's, like, really good at. Even the oceans in Finding Nemo, the environments that he crafts is, like, something that he does well. And that's why this section was, I think, the strongest moment in this movie, I suppose. And like that was the only part of the movie that felt real in any capacity. Because like even though it was like mostly in a foreign language that wasn't even like subtitled, it was just like a ancient language that I guess they made up or they just like made up gibberish or something like that. I don't know what exactly they did, but like I think it was a trying story about this dying species that transitioned into, something found. And I did like that story. But then we transition into the most generic Hallmark-esque modern day plot where this statistics professor and this paleontologist like fall in love in the most Hallmark way. But the thing is like it doesn't even capture the beats of a Hallmark movie. It's just like a boring love story. And it takes up a third of the movie. I do not care about Rashida Jones, and Daveed Diggs is just like a yes man. He's a yes man. He's not even a character.
He even admits it. He's like, you just keep
Yeah.
leaving me and I'll just come back.
He's not a character. He's just there. He's a fantastic actor. He's fantastic in Hamilton. He's great. Well, from the clips I've seen of Boys season 5, which I'm protesting to watching, even though I love the first 3 seasons of, even though it progressively got worse and apparently seems well, whatever. He seems great as O-Father in the Boys season 5, like one of the only good parts of season 5. But here he's given nothing. He's just saying, "Yeah, I'll stick with you. I don't care about my life.
Yeah.
I'm just a slave to you.
I love you.
I love you." I like there's one scene that exemplifies how he's just a yes man. Like he asks to turn off her light, and then when she goes to his apartment, she just like leaves without turning off his light. And like that's basically the synopsis of his character. He's just a yes man. And that part is probably like a 3 out of 10. Like 3 or 2 out of 10, honestly.
What did you think of the best part, though?
I mean, it's like a fine, like an okay sci-fi scenario. Like it's like all right. Kate McKinnon and this AI have this relationship, and they have like an okay thing going on. It's like 2001, but without the drama, basically. But I think like there are some interesting questions on like a deep level there, but they don't really delve into that. And I think that's the whole thing that the movie wants to explore is like, do we want to live forever? But like it doesn't really do that in like an interesting way. It's just there, I guess. I think the set design is like okay. Whole part with Kate McKinnon's just like okay. It's not like horrible like the Rashida Jones Daveed Diggs section. It's just okay. But the link between these 3 movies is just barely non-existent, and that's what
Yep.
makes the movie truly pointless. Is like why these 3 movies? Like there is that like connecting point of like, do you want to live forever? But like it's barely tangible, and that's why I'm giving this 2 out of 10 because there's no cohesion. There's no cohesion.
Should I go
Yeah,
next?
sure.
So, if John Carter was Timu Dune, in the blink of an eye is Timu Cloud Atlas.
Yes.
Okay, let me start off with the positive. Landscape shots of the Pacific Ocean. Nice. Rest cinematography, nothing bad. Well, that I can think of was cinematography. Maybe the opening visual effects of the movie. But it looked fine. Daveed Diggs' character was terrible, but I will say he felt like the only actor in this movie that was trying. Like, again, he couldn't overcome it because that script, like, what was his role? But, when he said the lines, it was the most realistic sayings of the terrible lines. So I still like him. I wouldn't say he was good because of what he was given, but I still like Daveed Diggs, and this movie does not prove me wrong per se. So that's fine. This movie has no connections really between the 3 plots. They keep cutting back and
Yes.
forth. Unlike Cloud Atlas, where they'll cut back and forth because there's actual connections, they will cut back and forth here just to randomly show a character walking down a hall, just to cut back, just so it's like still connected. Do you remember? We have to see Rashida Jones walk
Yeah.
down a hall. Okay, back to the other thing. It's like, what are we even doing here? It isn't like, oh, 3 separate story like, it is cut like it's connected, but it's not
Yeah.
connected. The whole thing felt the worst thing I can say about a movie is pretentious. I feel like the opening quote of this movie
Oh
symbolizes the
god.
whole movie perfectly. Remember I'm trying not to laugh. Remember this is now, and now, and now. What the fuck
And
am I
now.
dumb? What does that quote mean? It is literally like
Oh
this
my
movie. It
god.
means nothing. And you choose
Mhm.
that to start your movie? The quote's perfect for what this movie is. We go from character decisions, small spoilers here, because why? We need to clear the palms to, I think I need to kill myself within a scene. These people, instead of doing things, they are only having things happen to them. They're not
Yep.
actually doing things. It's like, my mom has cancer. People are dying from this disease. Plants are dying from this disease. There's no decisions really being made in this movie. Even one decision that's supposed to be important, which I won't say what it is, in the future plot line, even that isn't really made by the person. It's instead a decision decided by the AI, which is sad,
Mhm.
and this movie doesn't think it's sad. This movie is just, it's pretentious, it's a boring nature documentary that's supposed to teach you things that aren't true, and this is a movie on paper that should be for me. I love existential human sci-fi dramas. I was a neuroscience major and an anthropology minor in college. This is my
Yeah.
jam on
Mhm.
paper. What this movie is
Me
trying to
yeah.
tackle. Cloud Atlas, check it out. We'll talk about it later this
Yeah.
year. Great film. Watch that. The kid actors were bad. We'll talk about a decision made in the end in the context of this movie I think is really dumb. The one decision someone actually makes in this movie, instead of things happening to them, is one of the dumbest decisions, in my opinion, ever, and I would have not made the decision, and we'll get to that. I think this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I'm not joking. This was the opposite of In the Blink of an Eye. This movie felt like 20 years, and then there was a point where I was like, "This is so meandering, let me check how much is left," and there was only 10 minutes left, and I'm like, "What? Barely anything has happened." And I'm like, "What?
Mhm.
This is gonna wrap up in 10 minutes?" And it wraps up in 10 minutes because there's nothing to wrap up. It just ends.
Mhm.
Andrew
Mhm.
Stanton, let me say this real crystal clear. I've seen Wall-E, I've seen Finding Nemo. Those are rewatches. I will never see a film I haven't seen from Andrew Stanton ever again in my life. He is blacklisted for me after these 2 films. I'm not watching Toy
Yeah.
Story 5. I'm not watching anything he writes or directs.
No, I'm with you.
He's trash. I'm sorry. I know he made Wall-E, which had some problems, but was a great film. I don't know. Finding Nemo, I really liked. I don't know what happened, but I will never watch a film of his except for those rewatches ever again. 1.5 out of 10 for me, maybe a 2. Because when I get
Wow.
down to
Wow.
a 2, that's the bottom of the barrel. It's just, is it a 2 or a 1 based on how stupid things are? That's really the question. So I don't know if I give it a 1 or a 2, but it's like, we're at the bottom of the barrel.
Well, before we repeat ourselves, Dean, do you wanna share your thoughts?
I gotta say, I am with Jack entirely on putting this man on my blacklist. I again apologize to him. I don't know how you could look at this script and think, "Oh, that is a good script that I should direct and put my name on and associate myself with for the rest of eternity," because I'm sorry, I cannot tell you what happens in this movie. I'm at a loss to even provide a single cursory positive comment. I like the landscapes because, I mean, they were fine, I guess, but like it wasn't anything special, like y'all have been saying. I could watch 30,000 BC or 65 or whatever that shitty movie with Adam Driver was, and I could get the same thing, I'm sure. I too was pretty excited for this movie since it seemed like it was right up my alley with Cloud Atlas and other movies like that. And I gotta say, I did enjoy the opening shot for how audacious it was, where we go from like the tiniest strands of DNA.
I did like the opening shot too. That was, like, the only good thing about the movie, honestly.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Andrew, we kind of got something cooking here. And then he did not cook anything. It was outrageous. And the whole time, I kind of kept trying to find little connections between the three different plot lines. I felt like I was kind of driving myself insane. Like, what does it mean that they put paint on their palms and then in the future, the palm fronds are the ones that are causing her death or whatever, like something like that. But like y'all, I wasn't able to find anything substantive connecting these three strands. And I am honestly kind of angry. Like, the reason that I think it is also one of the worst movies I've ever seen is just because of the way it presents itself is so self-serious and so mind-blowing, and it presents itself like it has something to say about the human condition, something to say about our fundamental oneness as a species, but I got none of that.
Yeah.
Instead, what I got was three disconnected, barely interesting family dramas, which were not even dramatic.
Oh, the first one was.
I'm sorry, I did not care about these people.
I didn't. I hated the Neanderthal thing too. It's not
Okay,
exempt for me. It was boring AF.
fair enough.
It was almost worse because I'm like, there's not even a story here. Like at least the other ones, it's a bad
Yes.
story, but this is just
Mhm.
wasting time.
Like, I would rather it be one of those experimental films where literally nothing is happening on screen, like Jerry or, I don't know, like Michael Haneke's
Mhm.
Cache or something. Not that that movie has nothing happening, but whatever. And it was also one of those movies where every once in a while it'll have a piece of dialogue where it's like a direct explanation of what the movie is trying to tell you. And it's like hitting you
Yeah.
over the head with the themes it's trying to explore. Like at one moment, they go to a museum exhibit solely for the purpose of providing like an info dump about Neanderthals, and it made me mad. I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to give it 2 out of 10.
Still 2. Okay.
The landscapes, the beautiful landscapes.
I do like the Pacific Northwest environment in general.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Tide pools.
Yeah.
Got some good tide pools.
Okay, so we need to explain this movie because I looked up on Wikipedia after, and this does not have a
Yeah.
plot thing, even though not much happens. So we have to explain because you don't want to watch this bullshit. Please
No, do
don't.
not.
Okay, don't waste your time, please.
Agreed.
I'll summarize it. So, in this movie, there are 3 plots. The first one is about Neanderthals slowly dying out and slowly being replaced by Homo sapiens. And that is generally the plot of the movie, where these Neanderthals are like living alone and they don't know what they're doing. And then the mom dies, so they have to go away to find like I don't know why they moved away, but I don't Neanderthal logic, I suppose. They go into the wilderness.
Isn't the whole thing is that they're as smart as humans, yet we're still like Neanderthal logic?
Yeah, yeah, but like still, they go into the wilderness. I do like that, like they're scared of Homo sapiens, so they were like trying to run away from them until they get found by these Homo sapiens. And it turns out they're more alike than they thought. And
Kumbaya.
kumbaya, yeah. Leona's creepy. Okay, whatever. Yeah, and then they make music together and they live happily ever after. And I think the landscape basically carries this plot. I do like that,
Yep.
like, it does push the theory that Neanderthals were mixing with humans, which I think is a recent theory. But yeah, besides that, is like,
Mhm.
like pretty good nature documentary. Whatever. And then we move on to the stupid ass romance plot where
Oh
it
god.
starts off with Rashida Jones sleeping with Greg Statistics. That's basically his name throughout this entire plot. And she's digging up this Neanderthal skeleton. that turns out to be the daughter of the daughter character in the Neanderthal story that's, like, revealed later. Whatever, you're not gonna watch this movie because it's awful. But, basically, she sleeps with Daveed Diggs, she finds out her mom is dying, so she goes back to Canada, but she wants to have a relationship with Daveed Diggs, maybe more like a tsundere fashion where, like, she's like, I don't really want to," and then she turns out, oh, she kinda wants to have this relationship, but it turns into a long distance, Hallmark last plot.
Oh god. I was so pissed off by how boring it was and how impossible it was to care about these
Yeah.
people. Like, especially in that one scene where they're oh, sorry, when she's in the bed and Daveed Diggs is, on a Zoom call with her, having some sort of emotional moment, which is I guess you're supposed to care about it, but then, okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever plot, whatever romance, because like, Daveed Diggs has, like, no agency as Greg, like, he's just saying, "Yeah, sure, I'll go to Canada with you, even though I have this cushy job at Princeton." And yeah, basically her mom dies. She's so sad. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. And then Daveed Diggs, like she tells Daveed Diggs, "Oh, I can't stay with you because I love you." And then he's like, "Oh, you love me, haha. Let's live together." And then it's 2030, and then they're pregnant with a daughter that never gets brought up again until she dies. And a son that, yeah, is homeschooled, and he turns out to be this amazing CEO that finds the elixir of life, because that's the name of the company. And people don't want to live forever because, like, the
Yes.
whole point of life is, according to this movie, the whole point of life is that you live and die. And that's exemplified in the Kate McKinnon plot, where she is a human that lives forever and she goes into space for, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be pollution issue. They're just like exploring outer space. And
Well, it's briefly mentioned that, like, it's forbidden that people get old or something? I don't know. It's like a
no,
Logan's Run thing.
it's like only people who are required to stay old. But I think it's just more like a want than a need, because like Kate McKinnon doesn't seem to want to live forever
Okay.
ever anyway. So like I think she's just telling her
Yeah.
daughter that you will die sooner than me because I was required to stay alive forever, but that's not really a good thing.
This is the decision I was talking about with, like, the staying forever, and I understand not wanting to live forever in a different set of background here. If it was like, "Oh, would you live forever if everyone around you died?" But I'm like, this technology in this movie has saved the human race. Anyone can take, as far as they made it
Yeah.
clear, anyone can live forever. Then what
Mhm.
is the problem? Like, what?
They just don't want to. Like that's the whole point of the movie.
That's
It
stupid. I'm
is.
sorry. These 2 people have a son, and you wanna die, like, you're choosing to die, like, what? I'm like, I don't buy any of this, especially someone who's a researcher, right? Who helped lead to this discovery of prolonged human life to begin with, right? And is researching the Neanderthals. I'm like, you wouldn't wanna live forever and research more stuff? Like, I don't understand. It made no sense to me, and I'm like, "That's fucked up." Like, I'm like, "You have a son. It's not like everyone you know is gone. You 2 are at a decent age, you're not too old yet."
Yeah.
I guess they can't undo the age, but I'm like, "You don't look that old." Like, yeah, it would've been nice to be a
Hey,
little
they could
younger,
commit
but, like,
suicide. According to
I know, I'm like, "Can you not?" I mean, that's terrible, it is, but I'm like, you make the decision now in a fucked up way, it's not permanent. If you don't make the decision, that is permanent. I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking it right, or it's just the way this movie portrayed it, but I'm like, I would choose to live forever in this context.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. Like, I think this movie tries to explore the themes of living forever and how life, the fleeting blink of an eye moment in life is what makes life life. But like, it doesn't make a good argument for it, you know? Like, it just, yeah, we decided not to live
Mhm.
forever, and that's that.
It's like, "Oh, no, you have to watch your loved one died who made the decision not to live."
Yeah.
So, basically, if you think about it, they are committing suicide, though. They have a way to not die, and they're
Yeah.
choosing to die. That's suicide at that point.
Yeah, basically.
And, like, my
Yeah.
time is up. I'd rather have Alzheimer's like my mom did and die a painful death of cancer or Alzheimer's or whatever and die, okay, to be with my loved one who could have also survived.
But anyways, back to the Kate McKinnon plot. She is with the AI, and they have to have a certain amount of plants because, like, they have to make oxygen or whatever. But it turns out the plants have this disease, and they have to throw away these plants, or they could kill Kate McKinnon, or they could kill the AI. But since this isn't 2001, they're just like all friendly with each other, and the AI who's just an AI is like, "Oh, I'll commit suicide even though it's just a fucking AI." Like, especially in this day and age, like, it's presented as a sad moment, but, like, it's
Yeah,
fucking AI. It's fucking AI.
"You're my only friend."
Yeah.
And she's crying and everything. It was just
The AI decides that she needs to die so that everyone else can live. And yeah, everything is happy because everything worked. And oh, there's some drama about 4 embryos dying, but oh, the fifth one's fine because I don't know, she did something different and everything's fine. And yeah, now they get to land on
Mhm.
Kepler 6 or whatever the planet's called. It
Barsoom.
was not Barsoom. I think it's
It was a
Kepler.
red planet.
It's like Kepler.
It
And
it looks
they
red.
they make life there, and then, like, the first daughter dies, and, oh, yeah, that's life, I
V.
guess. Oh, played by the daughter in Kim's Convenience. I was like, "Where did I recognize her?"
But at the end, she's surrounded by all of her children, and, like, her daughter is on a funeral pyre,
Yeah.
and it was a little strange, I gotta say. I had some
A
questions,
little.
which I don't want to
No,
go into.
I think there's, like, some flashbacks that, like, made it seem like, "Oh, this was actually made up," but no, I think it's just, like, made up scenarios.
Yeah, and then at the
Oh.
very end, we get the final zoom out, the
Yeah,
mind-blowing zoom out, where we go from planets to solar systems to
yeah.
galaxies to yada yada yada.
Never has been
And
done before, except at your
yes.
local
Yeah,
planetarium.
but, like, for some reason, it zooms out from Florida, even though it's, like, in Vancouver.
It's all connected with
Like, it's clearly Pacific Northwest, at least.
It's a Disney production.
Well, Fox
It's
Searchlight.
Fox Searchlight.
Fox. Well, Searchlight. No more Fox.
I don't understand how it all worked because they're all the same company. I get they are separate productions, but I'm like, this movie was so bad, like, they couldn't just in post, like, just lie. Like, they could like like,
Yeah,
why why did
that'd
they
be
have to
fun.
put the Searchlight branding on the movie? Like, why couldn't they have just lied and said Fox?
Well, 20th century.
Touchstone.
I think Touchstone is dead, so they can't really do
Bring it back just to kill it again
that.
for this movie.
Like, if I was Searchlight, why would I want my name on this?
Hey, like, every studio has, like, bad movies and good movies, so
But there's bad and then there's In the Blink of an Eye. And they knew it
Yeah.
was bad. It was shot, it got MPA rated, which means it was at least a finished cut 3 years ago, and it's now coming out. And I love also that the one first look photo that was a long time ago was, like, the
Oh,
final
yeah,
shot of the
yeah.
movie with
Kate McKinnon. Uh,
like, they wanted it to look more special, so they were like, "Oh,
Oh, man.
we can't just show a picture of her on the ship with these plants." You know, we have to show her on the planet. But then it just cuts to white, and then it goes to another timeline besides a brief thing later. So it's like we didn't get to
Mhm.
see the planet at all.
There was kind of an interesting thing going on with the transitions at the beginning where, like, they were having sex, and then we cut to
Rashida Jones in.
having sex. And so I thought they're gonna try to do that for, like, every transition in the whole movie, which would be something at least.
They did that again when the guy fell off. You were made to think that the guy was the dead skeleton, even though it wasn't. But then, like, he's alive for the rest of the movie, so,
It's
like,
true.
kinda takes away like, maybe if they revealed he was alive, like, a way later point, yeah, sure, why not? But, like, yeah.
Cloud Atlas, this movie is not.
It's not even fair to say this is, like, Cloud Atlas for much, it's just, like,
It's trying to
not
be.
really.
It's, like, about
Yeah.
humanity and 3 storylines across time and trying to
I
recreate the magic of that
suppose.
movie by cutting back and forth even though there's no reason for it.
Mhm.
It's just a nothing burger, like a wet fart.
It's worse than that.
It's a wet fart.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's a wet diarrhea. It's a whole, like, gas station explosion.
I don't know, at
Oh
least
god.
diarrhea, something happens. Like, this is, like,
Okay, true.
nothing. This gives me nothing, says nothing.
Yeah.
It's the constipation.
Oh,
Constipation.
yeah, I think that works. Uh,
I gotta say, I don't think I've seen a movie that is this long after it got released, and it still doesn't have, like, a full Wikipedia plot
yeah,
synopsis.
and directed by, like, a
'Cause there's
known
nothing to
director.
talk about. It's like, "Oh, the mom died."
I mean, there is a plot,
That's
it's
so
just
sad.
not a good plot.
Barely. Yeah, it's a terrible
And
plot.
no one cares
Yeah.
enough. No one wants to invest the hours.
The plot is a synopsis of what the timeline story is. There's not really a lot of inner plot. It's just, this is what this time thing is about. This woman is dealing with her mom's death of cancer while forming this relationship with a guy. There's not really interior things inside of that, if you think about it. That's just what it is. Same with the Neanderthals. They're dying off from a
Yeah,
disease and they meet Homo sapiens. That's it. Same with the plot on the ship.
yeah.
I mean, they had a little more, but it's like, oh, the plants are dying from an infection and she has to make a decision. But she doesn't actually make it, the AI makes it.
Well, and, like, she is the one that makes the decision because she's the one that pulls the lever, but
Well, but the AI kept persuading her and, like, lying about statistics.
This movie is pro AI, I must admit. It's one of its many flaws.
It's not even it doesn't even have a statement on being pro AI. It's not even that interested,
That's true.
you know? Like, it doesn't have
Yeah,
something to say that's a bold statement. It's just, like,
yeah.
there's an AI and they get along, but I'm like,
yeah.
there's no one else to talk to.
It's kinda, like, weirdly pro tech bro too with that whole TED Talk thing.
Mhm.
Oh, he found an elixir to life, and then
Yeah.
everyone's cheering, and they live happily ever after until they decide not to take their own products.
Because they'd rather die a painful death of dementia than have to see their son still alive.
Surely this invention would only be accessible to the rich and the powerful, but the movie is not at all interested in
Yeah,
exploring.
it's like, "Oh,
Uh,
no one really wants this."
Like, what are we talking about?
it's not interested at all in exploring anything.
It doesn't want to. It wants to act like it is. It wants to have its cake and eat it
Yeah.
too. Let me say
Yeah.
this damn quote one more time. Remember, remember, this is now and now and now. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I think in the end of the day, this movie will be remembered like it was in the blink of an eye.
It left my memory in the blink of an eye.
Yes. I wish I had been blinking my eyes for the entire movie.
I know you guys were, like, saying you'll never watch a new Stanton movie again. It's fair, but, he did do amazing things like Legion Chapter 20, so I have hope in his directing, it's just
Well, if there's a TV show I'm watching
yeah.
and there's an episode, but I'm not gonna watch a feature film. Like, if there's a film coming out that's not a sequel, like, it's not something I was excited for before he attaches his name. That's what I mean. I'm not gonna give it a chance.
Mm, fair.
The
Same.
dude has wronged me. He is a hack. I didn't think his Better Call Saul episode was good either, but I don't know how much of that was on him.
It's a good episode. Most people seem to think it's a good episode too, so
It was boring AF, that whole season. Besides the end. Then the end
okay.
was great. Anyways, off topic.
Legion Chapter 20 is genuinely
Mhm.
fantastic. It's like, how did this man direct this movie? That's how different it is.
Yeah. It's
And
mind-boggling.
I think he was fighting for it to get released too. He was like, "This needs to be seen by the people."
It's important.
Such an odd guy with an odd filmography. He clearly has talent, but yeah, that talent has been buried a long time ago, I think.
Are you gonna see Toy Story 5, Matthew?
Probably. I don't really have much hope because it's another AI movie, but it seems to be anti-AI this time, so who knows?
Does it? I mean, the tablet is like, "I'm teaching the
Yeah,
kids
but the
to
tablet
read."
is, like, literally shown as a villain, like, how more direct
Mm,
can you get?
well, until the villain is misunderstood, and that's the message of the
There you
movie.
go. If
We'll
the
see.
tablet is not destroyed in a massive blaze, the movie will be a failure, in my opinion.
Well, that's a bit
Yeah,
harsh, but okay. Yeah.
anyways, final thoughts on these 2 movies?
Well, I must say that I do not think anyone in their right mind should watch these movies unless you're on a Disney cruise, in which case maybe it would win you some brownie points with the administration or something. I hope we have some better movies for you on the podcast in the near future.
I hope.
Yeah, these 2 movies were well, one was bad, and then the next one was truly awful. I do not recommend watching either of them. I love you, Andrew Stanton, for what you did to make my childhood, but these 2 movies are terrible. Do not watch them.
Yeah, I gotta say these are both 2 Temu versions of way better movies, Dune and Cloud Atlas. I mean, it makes it even worse. You can't even say these films are original. So, like, why watch these? Don't watch that. Literally, this was torture. This was like a form of torture by the CIA. You can't tell me otherwise. They had to release it to the public to cover it up.
Yeah,
I mean, I
agreed.
2 out of 10 for both, maybe 2.5 for John Carter, but that's still terrible and bottom of the barrel. And here's the thing, what I was really sad by, especially within the blink of an eye, is I thought maybe it could be a so bad it's good, and it's just terrible. It's not
Yeah.
even fun. Try to make it fun, but seriously, watching the film was not fun. Thanks for listening. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your pods from. Please comment, like, and share. Want to reach us? Contact us on social at moviesmetpod or reach out on whenmoviesmetmovies@gmail.com. See you guys next time, where we'll talk about the Cannes Film Festival 2012 and 2026, including the Palme d'Or winner, Amour. Take care. Bye.